on in the evenings. We had summer schools just finishing up, so we had guys that had to turn in papers and finish up stuff here the last couple of days. So that was the reason we were going in the evening. I thought today, probably the first noticeable thing is Sewell wasn't here. He's obviously sick and a little bit contagious, so we just wanted to keep him to get healthy. Probably be back tomorrow, if not, definitely the next day. So kind of fought through it yesterday, but today just the fever and stuff going, so we held him out. I thought the offense created some explosive plays today. Much better job today than yesterday of getting the ball down the field, pushing the ball down the field, and receivers making plays on the ball down the field, which was encouraging. The defense came back and created some turnovers, which is always critical for us. A couple key interceptions, a forced fumble there, which was big. I thought our kind of backup centers, the second and third centers, got a little fatigued in practice, and that's when we got a little bit sloppy with the snaps. So that would be a point of emphasis moving forward. But Max has been great. Toa's been really good. He got a little fatigued there, and Vianney was better today, but we need to continue to improve. I think for the guys, naturally, day 2 of helmets, they're looking forward to putting the shoulder pads on tomorrow. So we'll get ready for that. Outside of that, it was positive. Again, a lot of young guys got a lot of reps, which is key. And I thought when our ones were in there, it was really quality football, which was encouraging.
So not to get into too much detail about what's going on with Sewell, but is it similar to what Keegan
No,
had?
totally different.
Totally different.
Okay. Sewell's got strep throat.
Okay.
My daughter had it last week.
How many days?
I don't want strep throat. That's why he's not around us.
How many times during training camp will you guys be in full pads, if at all?
Gary, without staring at my calendar right in front of me, I would. This is a really rough guesstimation, quite honestly. I know this. We're going to be in full pads Friday. We're going to come back Sunday morning and be in full pads again. And I know Wednesday night we'll be in full pads again. If we go somewhere in between there, I know within the next week we got 3 for sure practices in full pads. Whether we add one somewhere in there or if it'll be a half pad of practice remains to be seen. But we'll give our guys plenty of opportunities. They need it. Like I've said before, we need to tackle. We need to be physical. We need to be fundamentally sound. And to do that, you have to practice it. And it doesn't always necessarily, like I said, always have to come in a team setting. We can do a lot of drills, whether it's by position groups, whether it's working position groups against one another, wide receivers, DBs, sideline tackle drills, running backs, linebackers tackling drills. So we'll do a lot of those types of things moving forward. But it starts with our fundamentals, which we're already begun teaching that, in these past 2 days.
George Farmer seems like he's had 2 pretty good days. Do you think he can get to the level that he was sort of touted coming out of high school?
I sure hope so. I recruited him pretty hard coming out of high school. George, to his credit, it's not easy coming back from injury. Especially it's not easy when you come to SC and you've got all the hype, you got everything going on, and you got a buddy, Robert Woods, who comes in and sets all these records and is playing in the NFL now. You got a buddy, Mark Easley, who comes in and sets a bunch of records and gets drafted and is playing in the NFL now. And you're kind of fighting the fight. And as I talked to George about, everybody's path is different. Everybody's journey is different, whether it's in recruiting, whether it's in your college experience. And to George's credit, he's had a really good attitude about it. He's been positive. He's worked extremely hard, whether it's with our trainers, with our strength staff, or even on his own to get himself prepared to go. And that's, for me, that's always really cool to see. Then the guy come out and have some success. And I've been encouraged by him. I've been encouraged by Stephen Mitchell, 2 guys that are coming off of serious injuries, come out the first 2 days and have some success. Tomorrow's another journey for them. Tomorrow's another day where the pads are on. It's not physical. They're healthy. They're ready to go. It's the mental aspect of the game that just creates another hurdle that we have to get over.
What can you tell us? Looks like you got a second field goal place kicker.
Yeah, Matt Meister is a guy who kicked at Saddleback a year ago. Came to camp with us this summer, was really impressive, and we just felt like whether it's for this year or moving forward for the next couple of years. He's got 3 years to play with the red shirt. That we just felt like, man, a guy with that talent, with his quality, that power of a leg. He's only ever kicked footballs 1 year of his life. He was a soccer player growing up. We just couldn't pass on him. So we scholarshiped him. He's here with us now. I think he provides great challenge for Andre. Interestingly enough, Andre wasn't great yesterday. Matt was awesome. Matt nailed 4 for 4. Came back today. Andre hits, I think, 5 for 5 and hit from 52. Great. Matt, I think, was 4 for 5 and he hit from 52 late. And competition has been preached on this field for a long, long time. And it's been preached at every position. And this is just another example of guys battling and us getting the best out of our players. And so I think in the end it'll be the best for Andre, and I think for Matt, for him to come in and compete on this field at a high level for a guy that's only ever kicked 1 year is a great experience for him.
Are you talking about switching anyone to tight end at all?
No, I feel comfortable. I feel good about the 3 guys that we have. When you talk about Randall, you talk about Bryce, you talk about Chris Wilson, I feel very comfortable with the versatility of Soma. Soma provides us a great deal of versatility, whether it's out of the fullback position, running the ball at running back, or being somewhat of a hybrid fullback tight end. And Jaleel gives us a little bit of that as well. So when you add it all up, you have those 5 guys. I'm comfortable with it. We have to monitor Randall. I don't want to wear him out. So you're going to see his reps and how we monitor them. And we're really just trying to push Bryce as much as we can right now. And I thought Bryce had a heck of a practice tonight. He was a real weapon for us in the passing game, and he's getting much more comfortable in the running game blocking. So that was encouraging.
Looks like you have a lot of competition at running back. You kind of had a feature guy at Washington. Yeah. What are you looking for here?
That wasn't by choice.
Okay.
We inherited a great back when we got there in Chris Polk, and he had 3 fantastic years for us. When Chris moved on, we had a couple really severe injuries. Bishop really wasn't our starter going into that first game. He got forced into the starting role. His first career start was against LSU. He struggled and then found his way. And, realistically speaking, I didn't want to give the ball to one guy as many times as we did. I think Bishop had 40 carries against Arizona a year ago, had 35 against Washington State. In a perfect world, we're divvying up those carries, and we're in an awesome situation where we've got a really talented backfield with Trey and Buck and Justin. Anthony Brown has really kind of shown us some stuff. James Tolan has shown us some stuff. Obviously, Soma and Jaleel have shown us some stuff. So we love to run the football. I love running the ball. I think the run game sets up so many things for us in the passing game. That the more guys you have, the more healthy they are, the more fresh they are, the different change of pace they can provide us, the different types of runs, as we're gathering information every day on what they're good at, who's good at what runs, who's good at other types of runs, and then we can put them in position to be successful. And it's a great room. Those guys are really competitive, but they love seeing the other guy succeed. They love seeing the other guy be successful. And previously to going to Washington, we dealt with that here for many years, where we had guys and split carries, and you can be a really successful offense and you can be a really successful player. And it's been proven, and I think we'll do great at it this time around.